Good afternoon, students. Today we will be discussing part 2 of Unit 2, that is understanding nature and existence. In the past lecture, we have read about the human personality as a experiencer, feeler, perceiver, as a doer or performer, as a learner or knower, and how with these personalities and learnings he can live the his worldly life in a joyful manner. We also dealt with the topic fear or anger. So, fear and anger would not be deep rooted in your mind if you have right understanding of your body, yourself. Now, in this second part, we will be discussing, as we have already discussed, that we will be discussing about understanding nature, its existence, four orders of nature. Those are material order, plant bio order, animal order, human order. Interconnectedness of and mutual fulfillment in nature, as well as harmony with nature. So, starting with that, let's come to the first slide. Understanding nature, public existence. So, the word what is nature? The word nature is derived from a Latin word natura. The word nature is derived from a Latin word natura, comma it can also called as essential qualities, like we call as natural qualities of a person. We call it essential qualities, comma innate disposition, that is right from the birth. The quality is right from the birth, and literally means birth. Natura was a Latin word. So the we can say that nature is that which has not been substantially altered by human beings in the natural form, or as it was from right from the birth. It is often taken to mean the natural environment or wilderness, wild animals. These are called as natures. Rocks, forest, beaches, and general those things that do not has been substantially altered by human intervention, and that's why they are available in the most natural form, or by innate disposition form, or by birth form. So this is nature, and we should have proper understanding of nature for our coexistence and existence. Now, understanding nature, life is divided into three terms. Life can be divided into three terms: that which was, which has happened, which is going on, right, future, present, and which will be, that is future. So what as a right understanding human being should do is that he should learn from the past to profit by the present, and from the present to live better in the future with the help of right understanding about the interconnectedness and mutual fulfillment in the harmony of nature. This tradition concept of nature implies a distinction between natural and man-made artificial elements of the earth. So this definition of nature will make you understand, and altogether this subject is about right understanding, will make you understand between the natural and man-made artificial elements of the earth. What are man-made, what are natural? Now, for that we will be studying about the four orders. We should know about the four orders of nature. And what are these four orders of the nature? There are four orders of nature as given below. The first one is material order. You can also say this material order as Padartha Avastha. In Hindi or Sanskrit, you can say Padartha Avastha. What is Padartha Avastha? Is example like soil, water, air, all are Padartha, etc. So, this is the material order, one of the orders in nature. The second one is pranic order, or you can say plant oblique bio order. In this, there are grass, plants, trees, flower, fruits, etc. These come as under the pranic order. The third order is animal order. You can call this Jiva Avastha. Example are animals and birds. And the fourth order is human order. Human stands for knowledge, order. So together we can say human order as Jnana Avastha. Human beings are considered in this order. They are not independent but are naturally interdependent. All these orders are not independent, they are dependent to each other. In fact, they are having interconnectedness. So you can see the big land and mass of the continents, comma, gigantic water bodies like oceans, seas, mountains and rivers, the atmosphere above, the heaps of metals and minerals below, the dense gases and fossil fuels deep below the surface of earth, all fall into the material order. All these things are in the material order or Padartha Avastha. So the atmosphere, rivers, heaps of metals, minerals, dense gases, fossil fuels, all are materialistic order or material Padartha Avastha. In fact, if we look around beyond the earth, the material order is visible even in the form of stars. You can see the stars, planets, moons, and several astronomical bodies. These are also Padartha Avastha, material order. But our land mass is covered with grass. They are covered with grass, small shrubs, and they form the lining on the entire soil. So these small grass and shrubs form trees, form the lining on our earth surface or entire soil. Shrubs, plants, and trees form huge forests along with flora in the ocean. And these plants and flora and all which are surrounding the earth and ocean, all of these plant oblique bio order or pranavastha and is the next big order on our planet. So the uh, material order was all the surrounding like fossil fuels, minerals, dense gases. These what is plant or bio order, that is pranavastha. These are the forest shrubs which are surrounding the earth surface. The material order is far greater in quantity as compared to plant order. So the material order is in far big quantity as compared to our plant or bio order. The next order is the animal order, or we can jiva avastha. Animal and birds form the third largest order and we call them animal order or jiva avastha. Here again we see the plant or bio order is far greater than, so here you can see that the plant or bio order is much greater than the jiva avastha or animal order. The next order is the human order, and human are the smallest order and they are referred as human order or jnana avastha. Animals are far greater in quantity as compared to human order. So you see the material order is in far more greater quantity. Then comes the lesser order is the lesser quantity order is pranic order, and then the lesser quantity, then the pranic order is the animal order or Jivavastha, and the smallest in the quantity is human order or Jnanavastha. Each one of us can recognize all these four orders around ourselves, and we should see that together these four orders comprise of all the units that we see and understand around us. So we should understand all these four orders so that we have a right understanding to help for their coexistence and interconnected. For their coexistence, we should understand all these order, all the four order. Here you can see in this slide also there is four orders of the nature. Material consists of things like air, water, soil, and so pranic order comprises trees. I already told you, so they all are interconnected. Now the question is that can a technological society live in harmony with nature? So you can see the right from the first industrial revolution to the fourth industrial revolution, the fourth generation of industrial revolution or industrialization. Can technological society live in harmony with nature or not? As you can see that we have destroyed or depleted the nature to a great extent. How we care our planet? So there is a famous saying from one of the social activists: wait for leaders to do it alone, person to person. So in order to make our planet uh, a, a perfect place to live for human beings and other orders, we have to start working right from the scratch, or right one person should start working for that. So technology should also be there, but nature should also exist. The world is currently facing a sustainability crisis. Yeah, correctly, the world is facing sustainability. So much pollution, air, water levels, pollutions are so much now that human being would sooner become an endangered species on this earth. The continuation of our daily lives is dependent on non-renewable resources. We are much more dependent on non-renewable resources like fossil fuels, gas, oils. These are non-renewable resources. Once they are finished, what we will do? And because of these non-renewable, we are disturbing our ecosystem. We are increasing our population, deforesting the large tracts of land, creating deserts, eroding tons of soil, eliminating species, and contributing to global warming at a alarming rate. All these situations are in front of you. You can see that technology is growing side with the bad effect on the nature. So one big question is, if we have the understanding of all these four orders, we have to solve this question. So what is the interconnectedness and mutual fulfillment in nature? Harmony with nature. The industrial revolution took us away from our ability as human beings to live in harmony with nature. You can see we are not living in harmony with nature, and we have to live with the harmony with nature. Otherwise, there will be nothing on this earth to live for the sustainability of the life or for the persons to live. We need to cultivate the resources that are available to us from nature more responsibly. So resources that are available from the nature, we should use it more responsibly. And how more responsibly we can use, we can build our own futures through and start to become self-sufficient, self-sustained by observing and incorporating nature systems into our lives. So nature systems should be incorporated in our lives so that we become self-sufficient and self-sustainable, and we should be taking that much amount from the nature that can be renewed. Now in the next slide you can see there is a picture depicting the technology in harmony with nature. So that is the requirement of the hour, that is the requirement of the human being, nature, and society, all the four levels. So here you can see that there is energy also, that is solar energy, is being generated non-renewable form of energy. And in the there is also the nature, the forestation is also there. So in this way the nature and human beings can remain in coexistence. Now again, we should be using recyclable products. You can see the plastics should be avoided in general, but those can be recyclable, that can be used, and what cannot be recyclable we should avoid using it, not disturb the nature. And what we want is that we have to maintain a balance between nature and technology. There should be proper balance between nature and technology, then only there will be mutual fulfillment, and there will be existence of all the four orders. So harmony with nature for a richer life. So we need to live in harmony with nature for a richer life. One touch of nature makes you whole world kin. So if you are in nature, and touch makes you, or makes you come out of all depressions, all the bad feelings, and you feel like kin, and you just feel like that all of your bad feelings and curse are gone, you feel refreshed. So being connected to natural surrounding is visit to God, mental and even physical health, good mental health and even physical health. So if you are connected with natural surrounding, you have a good mental health and physical health, you have a good level of oxygen, good level of air quality, so your body physical parts are in good condition, so you are in a good mental health. So even you can see in some of the countries like in Netherlands, Italy, Germany, Belgium, Slovenia, and many more, patients with depressions are prescribed for agriculture work, because that makes them free from depression, that they reduce depression, they are close to nature, so they have good mental and physical health, and so they lose the depression, they are connected to the environment. So this is the importance of the nature. We should understand that we have to live in harmony with nature for a richer life. Harmony with nature perspective of on our own lives. So is what is the perspective, or what is the effect of harmony with nature. So modern stresses makes us lose sight and what is truly important to us. We forget that what is really important to us. We tend to forget with the modern lifestyle of living. When you feel harmonious with nature, you regain vision and perspective of your life. Yeah, is exactly true. So if you live in harmony with nature, you regain your vision, perspective of your own life. You see where you truly fit in the great scheme of things and can gain insight into what really needs to be done in your life as a part of greater whole. So if we live in harmony with nature, we are living a good life, richer life, and we are living the life of existence for individual, for society, for all the others. So with this we are ending the second part. In the next lecture we will be going through the concept of sustainable development, existence and coexistence and harmony all at all four levels of existence, impact of coexistence on human life and living. So what will be the effect of? Till then, thank you, take care, stay healthy.